Hi. Hello. My name is Tara. I am your oracle and I am back for a reading. It has been a wee bit. Hiatus here, hiatus on Instagram. Your girl's been doing the hermit thing. So let's get a general read. We'll probably pull oracle card at the end. I just want to see what's up, what's been going on. Get an astrological temp here with these tarot cards. Or I guess you could say an energetic temp. We know what the astrological temp is. We got the sun in Capricorn. We got the moon in bold, beautiful Leo today. And it is Mercury retrograde. Cool. So this, I feel like, is the whole reading. I mean, we could have did the whole reading off the 10 of Wands, but here we are. We have the Empress coming up second. I love that as a quick, like, lick back. So you may be feeling down and out. You may be feeling like suppressed or low self-esteem, not your usual self, or low energy, but there will be a turning point. You're breaking a cycle or a pattern, and it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of effort. It can take a lot of time. So I don't know if you've been on this, working on this one particular cycle for like 10 years, but this could be 10 months, 10 weeks. Something shifting and changing. I feel like everything's shifting and changing. So people could just say that in general and it would be true for 90% of the population. But this is an indication of a good shift, a good change. Like I said, from the 10 of Wands to the Empress, it's like from like dead dog tired, worn out, can't take another responsibility or duty or task, like can't handle anymore, barely hanging on by a thread. And then boom, once you turn the corner, there's this like butterfly metamorphosis. It's not even a butterfly metamorphosis. I think that you're metamorphosizing as we speak. Like I think you're changing as we speak, but you do not know this. You cannot recognize it. But I think there's a moment, like whether it be you see your reflection or maybe a photo memory comes up and you're like, whoa, that's who I was. This is who I am. Was this 3 years ago, 10 years ago? Like there's some type of epic check-in happening. Epic change. Okay, let's see what else. We just have, yeah, okay. And the Eight of Swords, sandwiching. So we have the I almost said Queen of Pentacles. So Earth energy coming up. Our Virgos, what comes up. Okay, Taurus, Capricorn. But so I don't know, maybe you are dealing with an earth sign or maybe you are the earth sign. But essentially that energy is sandwiched in between like mental stress and anxiety and physical stress and anxiety. So you're getting both. So I don't know if you feel like your body's giving out. I don't know if it's you're having back issues. I don't know if the weather is upping the ante because when it's cold then your knee hurts or your elbow hurts or this doesn't work right or your arthritis inflames. But it's some type of like you're stuck in a rock and a hard place, like maybe actually physically, but it's like mental too. So it's like just deep breath. Like that's really all I got for you. Like we all have phases of suffering. We all have phases where a lot of the suffering that we endure is self-inflicted. And so there is some self-inflicted stress and strain, and then there's the actual world. So it's all happening, but at the end of the day, this is the energy that you're coming up as. So you got this, you're good. Only you can take you out of like the game or your element, or take you off of track of your progress. And here we go. That earth energy is real prevalent, really wants to come up. So again, Virgo's coming up super, I almost said psycho heavy, super heavy in my mind, Virgo. So whether you're dealing with a Virgo or Virgo's dealing with you. There's a reader, whenever she shows this card, she says she really feels like he's holding like a photo, or like, you know, like cherishing a photo or a memory or a memento from you, with you. Okay, so that comes up in the current energy. Let's see what else we got going on. Okay, and the Emperor. Very nice. So we have the Empress and the Emperor on the table. This is dope. This is good. I like this check-in. This is what I needed to see. And yes, it really is a shit show, and people really are having a super duper hard time, whether it's just in their head or it's actually happening, or they are missing. Like, this is the big one right here. Like, it's ironic. It's like physically worn out is on the table, mentally stressed and pressed is on the table, and then we have emotionally not able to recognize the gifts and blessings that are right in front of us. Okay, let me backtrack. So we have Page of Pentacles, the Emperor. Okay, so this makes me feel like it's a family. Because with the Empress and the Emperor, it's like, you know, husband, wife, like a match, a pair. And then this can be like an adolescent, whether it's a teenager or maybe it's just a young kid, or a toddler or a child or something. What else? Hold on. Let me see what's trying to come through here. I guess it's just chaotic. Like, that's what, like, there's a lot of moving parts. I don't know if it's because you have a lot of kids, a lot of responsibilities, a lot of people to check in with, a lot of people to, the word I was about to say was control, but that's not what I meant. Like, you have a lot of people to like organize, or like, but control came up. And I guess that's because we have the Emperor. So there's something about a sense of control, or a lack thereof, that is grinding the gears. It's just a lot of moving parts. Okay. So let's see. So life is doing the damn thing is what I see here. Let's see what moving forward. The current energy is not really that. You know what? Let me get I'm going to get a clarifier. Let's do a Page of Pentacles clarifier. Okay. Okay. So basically what I get is that your children or somebody really looks up to you. Like I said, this could have been, if it's a family and this is like a teenagers, a child, toddlers, bro, kids really do watch, like they have to watch everything in order to learn everything. And they are watching us even when we're not like in their face being like, this is how you do this. And when we turn around and do it a different way, like they notice those things. I feel like you, whoever found this reading, whoever is the focal point or main character of the reading, like you really have it going on. Like we have the Sun and the Queen of Wands. We have the Empress. We have the Emperor. So it's like like the masculine and the feminine bases are all covered within you. So I don't know how or why you're working on that inner balance of even knowing what is your feminine energy when you are like, what's your feminine energy when you are a man? What does that mean? What does that look like? How is that acceptable? How is society telling us that it's not acceptable? How is society shoving masculine femininity down our throat in a negative? Like, it's just like so convoluted. But there is a way in which this person, is working on the balance, or understands, even if they don't know how to balance it all out or whatever. It's like you comprehend and know that there's masculine and feminine within you. Therefore, you are working on nurturing the masculine and feminine within you, so that, and then you're moving in that way, and that causes like a glow, a magnetism. You are actually magnetic, and the only thing that is swatting away your blessings is your doubt of that. You have to know who you are. You have to know you're all that in a bag of fucking chips. Like, you have to know that, because so much of the world is trying to tell you that you're not, so that you feel inferior, incapable, so that you feel fear, actual fear just existing. Okay. So there's no need to be afraid. whether it's you and you have the balance within yourself, and then I want to say many of you even have partners, so then you're working on that masculine feminine balance and respect and natural rhythm with a partner, and then your children are seeing that, and that is gold. It's gold. The good, the bad, and the ugly, it's gold. To see the masculine and feminine work and move together, we're really lucky if we grew up able to see that, even if it wasn't the best examples all the times, or okay. Future spirit, let's see what we have moving forward here. What do we have moving forward? With all that being said, what do we have moving forward here? It did a full 360. It was the one. Excuse me. So we have the Ace of Cups, a new start, a fresh cycle. A new start, a fresh start, protected, divinely guided, let's see, integrated. It's like integrating all of you. Yeah, cool, dope, excellent, sweet, voila. Magician, bottom of the deck, Hangman, yes, okay. Moving forward, we have the Ace of Cups, we have Temperance, and we have the 10 of Cups. Moving into new cycles and fresh cycles, having higher perspectives in your current reality, I think that ever since the pandemic happened, the world or world government and governments have like exposed themselves more so than they ever have before. It's like things are more obvious, but then again, they're like not. So anyway, sorry, I'm going on a tangent, but basically I see you having a higher perspective and seeing how the world works, and then like having new dreams and new plans. Maybe the way that the powers that be are trying to discourage us from having families and a family unit, maybe it completely and utterly inspires you to have a family unit, to have lots of love, to have strong morals and values and structure for your family, to teach your family, to guide your family, to be self-sufficient humans, members of society, members of relationships, having relationships and being a whole person on there's so much here. But there's a lot of optimism, there's a lot of hope, and there's a lot of love that is here. But it just depends on what you see, and much of what we see in this reality is illusionary. And your mind really can alter what's happening. And your words can. And your thoughts can. Okay. Let's get an oracle card. I digress. Okay. Sacred Symbols. It's a really cool deck I have been wanting. And I finally got it for myself. And I'm very excited. And I'm happy to, happy to bring it here to you today. So Sacred Symbols, Spirit, let's get an oracle card for the collective. We're doing a general message. We got the general message. Okay, focus. Interesting. That's a Sagittarius bow, right? Sag, we just pulled Temperance, home, bottom of the deck. But let's read focus. It's number 24. I opened the book right to it. That's hecka crazy. I usually have a hard time finding the page. Focus. If you have been feeling scattered, now is the time to home. It says home, but I think they mean hone. To home in on your desires. Time to be direct and very clear with your intentions. Watch your thoughts, because you are drawing into your life what you are focusing on. Meditate on this card when you want clarity and directness in thought and speech. The symbol, bow and arrow. The bow and arrow have long been used as a weapon for hunting and protection. Now they are used more for sport. It is with great focus, discipline, and sight that one becomes a skilled archer. Excuse me. Cool. Focus is the word. It's a great word. That word tends to be elusive to me in a lot of ways, being very mutable in my energy. So I'm always like, squirrel. Ooh. I also think that that is a, what do you call that? A result. I just feel like there's a different word I'm looking for, but that's a result of our technology. I think our lack of focus, our lack of ability to focus, our short attention spans, these things are done to us because of the type of content that we consume now, the way that we interact, emails, text messages, instant gratification, instant news, like instant information. So because everything's happening so fast in like real time, it's just like very easy to be scattered. I think of like ADHD and things like that. The food has an effect on how our brains are scattered and muddled. The amount of exercise and movement we do or don't do affects the mind. So focus. We're coming into a new year. The astrological new year is not until Aries season. So this is kind of the new year's always like a really hard time to start a new year because we're like in the dead of winter and it's hibernation and it's cold and it's reclusive energy. So don't be too hard on yourself, especially we're in Mercury retrograde. It's just not a good time to start things. So be kind to yourself. Of course, you can start anything at any time of the year ever. So there's that. But I'm just saying, sometimes when we go against the natural seasons, it makes certain things damn near impossible. Okay, focus. All right, I just wanted to do a check-in. I needed one. This was good. It was clear. It was crisp. It was positive. It was optimistic. Very Sagittarian, Jupiterian optimism. So I appreciate this. I hope you got some kind of good nugget out of it. Big hug, big love. I'll catch you soon.